What's up guys, Macadii here, and today guys, week 7 of the GPC League where I'm up against Schady, coach of the Bayern Mewnich. So if you guys are excited, don't forget to leave a like down below, I would really appreciate it. Schady's a good friend of mine, all his links will be down in the description as well, so don't forget to go and check that out. Really awesome guy, and normally has some really good inputs with my team building, and we sort of bounce ideas off each other and stuff like that. But now we have to face off. It's always really interesting facing each other off, facing like friends facing off in league battles, but yeah, I knew it was gonna be a fun match anyway. So what we're gonna be doing is running through what he could be bringing, what we're bringing to answer his team, and then from there going on and going to show you the replay from there. So he has got Jirachi, Salamence, Keldeo, Mega Diancie, Golurk, Miltank, Amoonguss, Skuntank, Ludicolo, Froslass, and Torkoal. So very spooky squad. Main things are Rachi. I am yet to beat a team with Rachi. Every time Rachi screws me over. So I really hate facing that thing. Literally, I have I've always faced, every time I face a team with a Jirachi on and they bring Jirachi, I lose. So that's not good. So I want to try and break that streak. Salamence is something that's also very scary. Dragon Answer, so he can be defensive to check Mega Lopunny and stuff like that. He's been doing really well with Keldeo as well, so I'm interested to see how he's going to be, if he does decide to bring that, what he's going to be doing with there. Mega Diancie is another thing that's very scary. You know, if you slightly get your team slightly weakens, then it rock polishes, then you're kind of screwed from there. I need some form of sleep immunity so I can handle Amoonguss and things like that. And the rest of them are like, Skuntank's probably going to try and pursuit trap me if it does come, so that's a bit of a pain. But the rest of them's sort of weren't too worrisome. It was mainly those really big threats that I knew I had to prep a lot for. So this is the set that I decided to bring that I knew I wanted to build the team around. So this is a Mega Lopunny with High Jump Kick, Ice Punch, Baton Pass, and Agility. Now the Agility is for a few different things. Agility allows me to A outspeed any Scarfers. B, if I 1v1 versus Rachi, I have a good chance to win because he goes for the Zen Headbutt or something like that before I've Mega'd up, or if he's going for Iron Heads, I can go for the Agility as long as I break through the flinch, and if I've not Mega'd up, then I can go for non-Mega'd High Jump Kick, Mega'd High Jump Kick, and basically I can 1v1 a Rachi unless I'm unlucky, which you guys know what it's like when it comes to Rachi. I have not got the best of luck, but that's kind of my best answer because I know he's going to bring Scarf because everyone brings Scarf against me and it makes me cry. So I've got Baton Pass there because it allows me to pass speed into a few different things, and a lot of different things. Really appreciate that little speed boost. So that was the kind of the plan with that. We've then got Rock Polish Landorus, because Landorus with the Psychic Earth Power, Him Power, Ice hits everything incredibly hard. I wanted Focus Blast on there, but then I realised actually that's just for the Miltank, and that doesn't make too much difference. But it hits everything hard apart from, I guess, Ludicolo. If it's a specially defensive set, will be able to tank a Psychic pretty well. But the rest of his team is going to struggle a little bit to try and take on this Landorus. So the Rock, I have to be max speed to outspeed Mence guaranteed. And the Rock Polish, obviously, I'm going to try and set up as soon as possible. Next, we got Ockerberry Fortress. This is my best check to make a Diancie because I've got defense investments from my Bold Nature, which allows me to take, Diamond Storms, and then I've got Ockerberry to check for the HP Fire. So basically it's a really solid check to Mega Diancie. It's also a sort of reasonably solid check to Mence as well, because actually that is not meant to be negative. That's meant to be negative in there. I'm pretty sure for the battle I did fix that, but sometimes it does revert. So we've got a negative Spadef, but special attack, and our attack basically... Gyro Ball hits a lot of things relatively hard. The main things it doesn't help me with is the Rachi. I've got Explosion on there because that hits everything pretty hard apart from maybe the Froslass and Golurk because obviously the ghost typing and stuff. But I didn't have anything else to throw on there, so I was like, oh, just throw Explosion on there. Have a bit of fun. Rapid Spin to get rid of any hazards and stuff like that in case he decides to bring those. So that was kind of the plan with that guy. Next we got Dragouge with the Habum Berry. So this is my check to Salamence. I'm expecting if he wants to Dragon Dance up, he is going to have the Dragon Claw or something like that to hit me with. So the Habum Berry allows me to basically check that. I got Shadow Ball, which helps me hit Rachi. Dragon Pulse, Thunderbolt, and Scald just hit everything very hard. The Scald mainly allows me to hit it hits about the same as Sludge Bomb with Mega Diancie, but it also allows me to hit the Golurk on this. It basically just makes it harder for him to switch because he has very few switches to this guy. And some of the things he might want to switch in, most things, none of his team really appreciates the Scald, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So sometimes it might be worth going for that just to see if we can get that cheeky burn. because there wasn't anything else I really wanted to put on there. And we got 248 in HP, 252 modest in special attack, so relatively bulky. Hopefully be able to take a hit from the Salamence. Next we got is Safety Goggles Electivire. This is a little bit weird because I know I get Vital Spirit and all of that stuff, but the Safety Goggles basically allows me to switch into Amoonguss and still keep my Motor Drive so I can sort of spam T-Wave. And basically it means that if the Mega Diancie wants to come in to stop my T-Wave, I can bounce the T-Wave back, get the Motor Drive boost, and then outspeed it from there, and hopefully do some good damage with Thunderbolt or something like that. So that was kind of the plan. It's a little bit weird, I must admit, but I wanted the ability just to spam T-Wave if I want to. And if the Golurk's not there, he's just got a lot of mons that don't appreciate T-Wave. So that makes me quite happy. And then we got the Choice Scarf Latios. This guy is basically designed to come in, check Dragon Dance Salamence, check Scarf Keldeo, outspeed Mega Diancie, like lots of different things, and also outspeed Scarf Rachi. With Draco Meteor, Psyshock, Shadow Ball, and Memento, I know there's a good chance the Skuntank is coming, so I have to watch out for that pursuit, but hopefully I might be able to be cheeky, get the Memento going, then I can go into my Landorus, or possibly my Lopunny and get up an Agility, or a Rock Polish, or something like that, which could be really good fun. So what we're going to do now is go into the battle, and you can see exactly what happened from there. Okay, so we are at the battle, and as you can see, he brought the Rachi. We've got the Keldeo there, the Amoonguss, which is going to be interesting, but we do have the Safety Goggles, so I'm not massively worried, and the coverage that I've got with my Electivire hits most of his team pretty hard. The Salamence is going to be there, so lots of the big threats, but then some interesting low ones, like Golurk is going to be, I knew was going to be an interesting guy to face, though I've got, you know, quite a few ways to be able to take him on, and then the Skuntank, which I was like, oh god, he's going to have Pursuit, we're going to have to expect that, so we're just going to have to try and play around that. So, I'm going to switch the music off, and I decided to lead off with my Electivire, because I know I've got a good lead match up against that, and that. So I decided it's my best bet. He goes into this guy, and I'm like, oh, I need to T-Wave this guy. Like, I've got loads of HP investment, so I know I can take this on. But he does go for U-turn as he goes then into the Golurk. It was probably a little bit too presumptuous on my part to not expect him to A, B, probably be Scarf, and B, just go straight into Golurk. But I had to try, like, getting a Paralysis on Rachi is like the best thing in the world. As he goes for Dynamic Punch, as I go into my Fortress, because I knew I could do this on, it's like, oh god. Here we go. Okay, can we break through? Can we at least get our rocks up? No, we can't get our rocks up. He goes for Earthquake, gets a crit. As we finally get our rocks up, but now we're going to die to a Dynamic Punch. We don't really have a switch into that. So that's absolutely tip-top beautiful. So now we have to go into Latios, because we didn't get any damage off on this guy, and I have nothing that's actually going to reliably OHKO it. So I have to go for Shadow Ball here. That does not OHKO, as he's able to get a huge amount of damage off with Heavy Slam. As I go for another Shadow Ball here, I knew the Skuntank could come in, but he doesn't know what sort of set I am, so I didn't think he was going to risk it unless, you know, in case I was going to drop a Draco or something like that. So out comes the Skuntank, and I decided I'm just going to go for damage. His best play is just to go for the Pursuit. He does go for the Pursuit here, and takes me out. So now I can go into my Lando Iron. I was like, right, hopefully after that disastrous start with the Dynamic Punch and the Confusion and the crit and getting no damage on this guy and then having to lose Latios, hopefully this my Landorus will be able to put some damage through. So he goes into Keldeo here, and I was like, oh, interesting. Has he got the Psychic Berry? Because I knew he was probably going to have some sort of berry, because I was like, Rock Polish Lando puts in so much work against him. Like, there's got to be a catch somewhere. So I was like, I can't afford to not click Psychic here. I'm in, I've set up. So I go for Psychic, and he goes to the Aqua Jet. So that was a really cool play on his part, but we are going to be able to tank that. So out comes the, what's we'll call it? Now, this is the interesting bit. He had 75% HP. Now, if he was odd HP like a standard one would be, then I might be more wary of the Ice Berry, just because you wouldn't normally have the even HP, but it must have been a mistake on Shardy's end, because I was like, okay, maybe he's like sub-Salic Berry, because as soon as you find something that's Rocks weak, coming in and taking 25%, you're like, that's probably going to be Rocks weak, especially when Schady is such a great battler. But unfortunately, it must have been just a mistake on his end, and he does get the Ashley Berry, and he is going to live. So that's a real pain, as he does go for the Dragon Claw. So well prepped on Shardy's part, but we do manage to, you know, even the score a little bit. Now, this is the painful bit. I didn't know if my Lopunny was going to be able to outspeed, and I didn't have Fake Out, because I haven't got full investment on it. So I was like, I can't risk just losing it straight away to this guy. I have to kind of sack off my Dragouge. He's going to be able to spam Psychic stuff on that and take me out, and like this guy's still going to do a ton to me. So overall, it just made the most sense in my mind, just to play it safe, use the Haban Berry here, because I can take that pretty well, and I take it out. Unfortunately, when he sent my team, actually, my Lopunny would actually have outsped, but there wasn't much I could really do. from there. So out comes Rachi, and have a guess what happens. He goes a Heart Stamp. And now I'm like, oh great, now we're not looking great at all. And I could see there was a way that we could possibly win this. So I go into Electivire here, and I just throw out a Flamethrower or a T-Wave, I can't remember. No, I throw out a T-Wave because I knew I could handle anything, basically. I go for Flamethrower here, get the crit, which is unfortunate, and he gets powered. So that's a bit of a pain, I must admit, and I do apologise for that, Hacks. But in the end of the day, I don't know how much it would have made a difference. Actually, I guess I wouldn't have lived that. So that was very unfortunate, actually. I was probably a little bit lucky with that, being able to keep Electivire. But now it's Jirachi, and this is the situation I talked about at the start, where we're non-Mega Lopunny, and we're going to have to go for the Agility. But if we get that Agility off, and we then get the Agility off at speed, non-Mega High Jump Kick, because we can take two Heart Stamps, and then we die to the third one. So the first one we Agility up, second one we guaranteed outspeed, we go for the High Jump Kick, and then the third one we guaranteed outspeed, we go for the Mega High Jump Kick, and we kill him from there. So basically it came down to the final turn of, will he flinch me or not? That's literally, this one turn basically decided the game. If he, unless I miss my High Jump Kicks, I guess. But still, this was the sort of base decider of whether I was going to win or Schady was going to win. So he does go for the Heart Stamp, we don't Mega up, and we flinch. So that's GG. So unfortunately, that's the end of the game, and we are going to lose to Jirachi flinches again. I am still yet to win against a Jirachi, just because every time they flinch me to death, and there's nothing I can do about it. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy. Don't send Schady hate. It's the Mon that I hate, not him. He's a absolutely fantastic guy. So I don't blame him at all. I've picked up Rachi just because I'm fed up for facing it in the DSL. So hopefully I will get my revenge using that guy over in that league. So anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys at the next one. Macadii out.